I learned that if you learn how to manage your time, you can do just every activity that you want to do.
In high school, I learned that I really like some things and that other things that I might be okay at, but I don't really like, it doesn't matter. I don't have to pursue those in the future. So I guess I learned what kind of subjects I like to pursue.
I think I kind of learned to let things go a little bit this year, because I used to be very, very uptight and had to get everything done and had to do everything perfectly. And I kind of learned to just let things go a little bit to make myself happier. What about you?
I learned that the mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell.
I've learned that you really make friends when you play on a sport team.
I've learned that I actually enjoy Spanish class and it wasn't as hard as it was sophomore year.
I learned not to stress about one grade. Like, if you get a bad grade on one thing, it's okay. Just kind of work through it and go to the next one. It's not that big of a deal.
Main thing I learned during high school, friendships change.
I learned that it's always important to think for yourself and ask a lot of questions.
Pay attention to the people that mean most to you.
I have learned that there are all types of learners and that everyone can learn from each other.
I learned how to find and exploit the loopholes in the system. You know, being late and all of that business. I guess it's not something to really be proud of, but that's something you find out if you push the limits of it. I learned that most of these social constructs we have don't matter. Like all the ranking and social groups that we have, it's not gonna matter in a few years. Just, learn how to be independent and keep my nose to the grindstone when I need to, and how to come back from the edge of failure.
One of the things I learned in high school was to break things down into small pieces and really stay on top of my studying. I felt like calculus was really hard for me and I had to put a lot of extra time in, but it paid off.
As a teacher, I have learned that every kid has the ability to learn and succeed and to do really well.
Well, when I was in high school, what I know now I didn't know then, but what I would say is that you gotta let the little things go in high school. In the big picture, it doesn't matter, although it seems really big at the time.
I learned that I adored Shakespeare. I had an incredible English teacher who taught me to love literature, and I became an English major in college.
One thing that I learned in high school is that you should just go out and have fun with your friends, you know? I mean, it's time that you're never going to get back.
I went to Proctor. I learned two things. If you kept your mouth shut and didn't annoy the teacher, you could get good grades. I also learned that if you really wanted to learn something, that you could learn and really do a good job and prepare well for college.
I learned that I don't have one subject that I really love, but that's okay. And I'll find that in college, so.
I think I learned that I'm independent and I like to do things on my own. So.
I learned that I really matured. I mean, the first 2 years were kind of awful. And then after I went on exchange, I realized I just gotta go for it. You gotta, every chance you get, don't think about it twice, just do it, no matter what it is.
I think kind of that I need to kind of make myself happy and not worry so much about doing really well, what other people think or want from me. Kind of need to chill out a little bit.
I learned that I could get a 13 on the back saver set and reach.
I have discovered my independence as a person.
I learned that cliques don't really matter and everybody's cool in their own way.
As long as I stay true to myself, anything's possible.
That I'm really good at procrastinating and doing stuff in like half an hour right before it's due.
I really don't like reading.
I have learned patience in high school. What I learned about myself in high school is that I didn't need to get so caught up in other people's drama. That if I just stuck to who I was and didn't let that bother me. I wish I knew that then, but I didn't. So I got embroiled in drama at times.
Well, I knew that math and science probably weren't going to be my strongest areas, and that those careers were not going to be something I should pursue. That it'd have to be along the lines of English or history, social studies. But math and science, I knew right away by my freshman year that wasn't going to work for me.
I learned that, well, firstly, I learned just how much I can procrastinate and slack off to the point of failure, but just barely scrape by. I learned how to pull myself together before I reached that point of failure. It's kind of scary, actually. Not recommended. I also learned that if you ever actually want to change, if you want to do something, that you can always do it as long as you have willpower. If you want to actively change or make something better in your life, you just have to go out and do it. That's what high school has taught me, and that's what I've taught myself through the people I've met and the things that I've done.
I'm a really hard worker, and sometimes I work harder than I play, but what I learned in high school was the importance of good friends and spending time outside of school, laughing and being with people, and enjoying each other's company.
I've learned that humor will go a long way with students, and I've also learned that kindness, even sometimes when a student is being insubordinate at times, you never know what's going on outside of your classroom, and so to be both patient, kind, and understanding can make a big difference.
Just know, like, in 9th and 10th grade, it's not as hard as you think it is, so don't stress out over it. It'll be okay.
I think it's important not to stress yourself out and like make time for things that you love, like extracurriculars and sports and stuff like that.
I'd say don't sweat over every little grade. Try and do well over the long run, and go on exchange.
Try hard freshman year. It does count. I didn't, and I regret it.
My advice for being successful in high school would be just to be yourself, and you'll find your way through it. It's not as difficult if you just are true to yourself.
If you're in English, do the freaking reading.
Listen to yourself and don't be distracted by all of the voices around you.
Don't blow off freshman and sophomore year like I did, because then you won't get into the college you want. It really doesn't seem like it matters, but it really does towards the end.
Stay on task. Be true to yourselves. High school can be a great time in your lives, but don't let it be the defining best time of your life.
To be successful in high school, you have to look out for yourself, and you have to make smart choices. You can have a good time, but you have to balance that with your academics and making sure that you keep an eye out for yourself.
I do. To be successful in high school, I think that you should learn how to balance what you have going on in your life, like school, work, friends. I mean, everyone loves to hang out, but you also got to keep them grades up.
Yeah, I would say 80% is showing up, and another large part of it is just doing the work. And I think if you have a strong work ethic, show up, you'll be fine.
Yeah, don't do what I did. Don't slack off to the point of almost failure, because it doesn't get you anywhere. It's a lot of stress. Avoid stress. Do homework early. Just always study before the test. Listen to the teachers in class. There's a lot of words and information that gets produced that people just kind of let float by. prioritize. Always prioritize. Gotta social activities last. Get your stuff done first.
I like the saying 2% better every day that's posted over my gym door, and that's our goal at the gym, and it's my goal here. Go in and get 2% better every single day. My other advice for you as you embark is go where most people don't. Go sleep in the woods, go climb mountains, go bike ride off trail, go travel to foreign countries. I love going places and just looking up and thinking not a lot of people I know have ever been here. That's where the best life lessons are.
Work hard. Always work hard. Always do your best, and you will succeed. Make sure that you talk to your teachers, because oftentimes teachers are willing to help you even though you may not think so. And between working hard, keeping that open communication, and also staying organized if possible, not everybody can, are definitely tools for success both in high school and life.
Since you're already done with it, you don't need any advice for success in high school.